If somebody's telling you this is the best industry, this is the best franchise down, they're trying to sell you something or they don't know what they're talking about. But first, who the heck am I? Why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Tim Portmeter. I'm the founder and CEO of FranCoach. FranCoach is a national search firm. We've been doing this for almost a decade, working with individuals interested in owning a franchise. Our number one goal is to help people get properly educated on franchise ownership. And then number two, we're going to help you find the absolute best franchise to own. We can do that because we're partnered with over 600 franchises in about 70 different industries. So that's us. One thing we hear a lot: what is the best industry? What is the best franchise? And I'm going to make this really, really clear for you. There is not, absolutely positively not, a hottest or best industry or franchise. Anybody telling you differently, they are selling you something, probably that industry or that franchise, or they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay. So how's that possible? Well, franchising is an incredibly individualized and personalized process. What is going to be the best thing for you could be completely different from the next person we talk to, or the person after that, or the person before you. It's not going to be the same thing as your neighbor's uncle's girlfriend's best friend's cousin who owns franchise X. This is kind of cheesy, but it's kind of like dating. You're going to find your perfect person. So that's the same thing with franchising. So how we're going to do this and what our team does is helps kind of reverse engineer the mindset. When we're looking for jobs, we know what to do. Go hunt. We're going to go on Career Builder and Indeed and this and that. And we're going to go search the jobs that meet what we've done before and things that might interest us. And then we just shotgun approach, we apply for every damn thing out there. And how frustrating is that, right? So with franchising and our team, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of flip the script on this. It's not necessarily what you've done or it's not what's out there. It's you. What do you want to do? What are you good at? You're the one that's going to get your butt out of bed every day to go run this business. We're going to take a ton of time to figure out, what are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? What do you want to do? What are things that you want to avoid? How we build the business out, just the core values, the profile of the customer, the marketing to get that customer, who communicates with them, for how long, what kind of team do we have? What are just kind of the overall kind of core values? Where do you need support? Franchises can be night and day different from one another, even when they do the exact same thing. Those aren't things that you can Google. Google does you no good in the franchise search. It's just going to make you more confused. We're going to go through all those things. Will we talk about industry? Of course we do. Are we going to understand some things that are of interest? Absolutely. Do we care about what you've done before? Sort of. But from a background standpoint, not a, well, you've always done this, therefore you must do that. Easily 95% of the people we work with, the franchise they end up owning is something that they have little to no experience in. It was something that wasn't really on their radar before we got started. And oftentimes it's something they didn't even know existed before we get started. So what ends up being their best franchise, their hottest franchise, is rarely what they've done before, what they've thought about before, or oftentimes even something they didn't even know existed. You want to find your best fit. That's what we're here to do, to help you figure that out. Guess what? There's no fee for our service to do this either. We're kind of like recruiters, so we're compensated by the franchisor, which means I don't care which franchise you start either. Other than we're going to make sure we find your best thing. Go to francoach.net today, set up a call. Let's help you, again, create your better tomorrow.